Fucking hell. Fucking pens. I nearly wrote penis then instead of pens. Well, that didn't look like it worked. But there you go. That's this fucking thing that I've got. Anyway, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Raconteurs News with me, Jason Holmes. As you can see behind me, everybody who's listening to Raconteurs News is in their pen and being allowed beer if they're old enough and sexy enough. So I've got like loads of beer lined up. Well, it's not beer, but it's like beer. But yeah. Anyway, I'll say hello to some people in the chat room. I've been on for ages. The reason why I got stuck in the Euros, as usual. I got stuck in the Euros. I knew what was going to happen. I could tell what was going to happen in final. From the moment we scored, it was over. That was it. That was the high point of that tournament. That was going to be the high point of that tournament. We never when they equalised, we never made any changes. We never changed anything. We were getting hammered. And we never fucking changed them. So, well done, Italy, you dirty, cheating fucking bastards. I'll never buy out Italian again in my fucking life. And that, in fact, because they cheated so much. And I'm not one of them people that's like, oh, they cheated and they did this and did that and. But they were dirty bastards, and they knew how to do it. They knew how to just fall over and get a free kick for fuck all. So it was no great surprise to me. I had not really rested my hopes on them because I couldn't really give fuck only football. But oh, sorry, I'm just trying to scratch something off my screen. I hope it's not sperm. Anyway, let's say hello to some people in chat room. Regina, I am. Good evening. Guessed how it would be, she says, and or he says, I think it's a she. In fact, I'm fucking pretty certain it's a she. I'm really ashamed that I don't fucking know. I really should know. I guessed how it would be. Rinse and repeat. England cheated Denmark with laser pointers. I don't think that was the England team, though, were it? That were our that were our lovely fans. Good evening, Sean Hamer, Stewie as well, Regina, I am, Ron Malcolm, Tony, Matt Caddy, as well as Donna as well. She were in earlier on. Good evening to you, Donna. I'm sure she's still listening. She-male. Oh, you're a she-male, right? Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Do what you want, be what you want, I suppose. I've got to. Do you know what problem is with fucking fountain pens? You know, when you tell people, you know, it's people say, is there what we want? So what we want. And anybody who knows me knows I want a good, decent fucking fountain pen. And all I've got so far is these fucking Parker ones, which is shit, which are about a tenner. And then they got all fucking blocked up after a few minutes. And it does your head in. I've got fucking blots all over. I've got blotting paper fucking everywhere. So if you're a relative or someone of mine, then you're going to get me a present for whatever reason. I don't know. You're probably a little bit jealous of my attractiveness, my handsomeness, and are you smoking a fountain pen? I'm not smoking a fountain pen, actually. Yeah, Sean Amos says Southgate took his penalty trauma and amplified it by 10,000 times for the new generation. Too defensive. They were favourites and at home, and they didn't go for the win. You're right there, Sean. You're right there. That they just didn't go for it. They didn't go for it. And Southgate's penalty, we're all over everywhere. We were destined to fail. We were destined to fail, like we always are. Like, let's just have a look. Let's just have a fucking look, and just think about it. Think about it. Those fucking footballers taking a knee, they really showed the fucking racists, didn't they? They showed it racist. The racism's gone now because they all fucking got on their knee. Is it? Fuck, it's worse because we've been fucking divided up into different fucking sections. Jesus Christ. You know, and these footballers are going, well, this is why we go on knee. Well, what? What for? You're not doing it for nothing. Tommy's put, as a Scot, I'm delighted Italy pumped England. Do you know, I don't get that. I don't mind Scotland. I like Scotland. I like Scottish people. And I'd be delighted if Scotland did well in a tournament. I think that Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland, they've got a bit of a chip on the shoulder, haven't they? They think they've got this inferiority complex, which I suppose is, you know, it is what it is, this inferiority complex. You know, they are inferior when it comes to sport. They are inferior. They've got this inferiority complex. They played one game they played a game against England. We got a 0-0 draw because fucking that's what Southgate were doing. Let's just defend. Let's defend. That's all we ever did. It's because we invaded them, says Spanish Chicken. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Scotland. I forgot about that. I forgot that we invaded you. Did we win? I bet we won. Listen, I've got loads of stuff to tell you about. I made papers this week. I made papers. This is great. You're going to love this. I'm going to tell you later on. I'm not going to do it now, but just to give you a bit of an appetite, a bit of a frisson of what's going to happen later. But yeah, I made papers. I can't believe it, honestly. It's the fucking funniest thing. I got Twitter. Do you know that thing that Twitter does when it fucking just sinks down on one person? And goes down on and just like attacking. I had that on this weekend. What a laugh that were. Fucking hell. Every time nobody tweets me. I've got my Twitter, by the way, if you want to go and have a look, is Beckham Cover Up. All one word. And you can go in there and you'll be able to see all the tweets I've made and all that. Not many. I don't do that. I think I've only got about 68 followers. I don't generally tend to use Twitter, but you know, it was just something that I saw, and I made a light-hearted comment, and then just the fucking old fucking Twitterverse just fell down on me, and I was loving it. I was fucking loving it. I love winding these cunts up because they're so easy to wind up. You know, so you're outraged on behalf of someone else. Well done. Well done. You're an outrage. Oh, an outraged person. And I've made you outraged. Ooh, send me a message via Twitter. And let's see the impact and the damage that has on me. It has none. It has no. You can fucking Twitter me all you want, calling me all names under the sun. You're not going to get me sacked from my fucking job because I ain't got one, right? You're not going to, what are you going to do? You're going to get me sacked from hospital. They're going to fucking stop me from fucking going in. Jesus Christ. Evening, Thomas Tierney. He's in the chat room as well, and Soda Dropper, who's listening to us on whatever that is, Twitch or whatever. Twitch? I don't know. Good evening, Thomas Tierney as well, and Uni Black Sister. Yo, Ron, the video got deleted by YouTube. YouTube! Deleting videos? That don't sound like YouTube, does it? Doesn't sound like YouTube at all. Twitch, yeah, thank you, Soda Dropper. Anybody, invite all your Twitch friends. We love having a bit of a Twitch here, don't we? We love it. We love the bit of a Twitch. Don't you just love it, though? Don't you just love it? It's just fucking... It's just fucking, I'll give you an example. Let me just give you an example. I'll give you a couple of examples. First of all, I want to give you an example of how the news works, right? Bear in mind how the news works. It don't do anything anymore. Nobody goes out and gets a scoop or anything like that. What happens is, can't find you on Twitter, Jace. At Beckham Cover Up, I am. I'll show you. It's spelt like this. There you go. That's how you spell it. It's at that. Beckham Cover Up. Anyway, what we're talking about. Oh yeah, I was watching TV. I've been, between when adverts are on. Because I'm a big consumer of TV, but I'm only watching fucking old shit like The Bill and the fucking old Emmerdale Farm and all that sort of crap with fucking Seth Armstrong in it. That's how old it is. But I'm a big consumer of TV, and while the adverts are on, I'll flick through the news channel. I'll have a look through the news channels. Now, particularly GB News, because it's just fucking. It's like, it's like watching fucking Bambi trying to get up on ice. That's what GB News is like. But I flicked onto Sky News, and it said that the headline below, how they have this big thick headline that sort of goes, right across like that. It goes right across like that. Well, it said that the headline in it was Boris Johnson confirms July 19th. All this shit, take your mask off and all that, or this whatever they changed it to. But it were black. It were as if somebody had died. When someone's died, and it'll say, like for example, let me just give you an example. David Bowie. It were in black. When he died, it were in black. The thing at the bottom were in black. Now this were good news. This were news that we were coming out of this, and they got it in black. It were in black. It's not. It just doesn't happen. It's just fucking. The world's going upside down. It's completely fucking. It's completely jagged, right? So here's the other one, right? This has really got to me. I don't know why it's got. In fact, I fucking do know why it's got to me, because it's fucking pointless. It's fucking stupid, right? And it does not represent. It don't represent this country. So I don't know if you've seen it. There's this advert. It's Co-op. Now Co-op and now have a thing outside where you can put your old plastic in it, like when you have plastic for recycling. So this old bloke, and he gets his bag, his bread bag, and he rolls it up and he puts it in his pocket, and then he walks out, and there's all these different things that he's happy to see. He looks down and sees a dandelion. He's not seen one in ages. He's been stuck in house. So what does he do? He strokes it and all this and that. You know, it's all good and it's all feely goody, touchy feely stuff. And nice. This old geezer's going down to recycle, and then for some reason, this guy's an old white guy. For some reason, there's a picture of a cornfield with two black lesbians in it, and he's walking past. I mean, why? Why does there have to be why do they have to be lesbians at all in there? Why do they have to be women at all in there? If it were a man and a woman, I'd be outraged. But this is what we're doing. We're getting like so that this fucking normal stuff. It's normalization of everything. Identification. Your identification's not going to be your name and all this sort of shit. It's going to be who you fuck, where you fuck them, anatomically, and that's going to be it. You're going to be defined by that. And then the state will find you a fucking partner, and you will be with that fucking partner because it'll be against the law to get divorced. This is all shit that's fucking coming. And everyone's sat there fucking, enjoying it, taking the 2 jabs. I've had my first jab. Oh, yeah. I've had my first jab. All right, okay. Are you having your second one? What do you think of fat black lesbians, Jace? I love them. Okay, well, yeah. Listen, I don't mind. I couldn't give a fuck what people do. It's just why does it have to be on my... That were a really good advert, that old bloke going and recycling plastic, because no matter what you think, I think plastic is a fucking real problem. And single-use plastics, if they were really wanting to get rid of plastic out of oceans and things like that, they'd get rid of single-use plastics like that. But the oil industry won't have that. And the oil industry... the governments around the world are beholden to the oil industry. It's crazy. It's fucking crackers. My cousin Steve, I were at, it must have been, I tell you when it were when there was that supposed coup in Turkey all them years ago. Well, I went to my cousin's stag do, and his brother, my other cousin, were there. And I don't get to see him very often. He lives in Houston, but he's very, very high up in BP. So I think he's second. So I mean, his salary is fucking obscene, something like $8 million a year, and then there's all that fucking on top and all that. That were years ago. So God knows what it is now. But he were doing throughout the night. He were on his phone. He were checking oil price. He were checking oil price. And I says, why? Why are you changing them all the time? And he said, sorry. He said, why? I said, why are you looking all the time? He says, because it's hovering over $50 a barrel, and if it goes under, we're in fucking trouble. Well, not in trouble, but they don't want it to go. That's the mark. $50 a barrel. That if it goes under that, then they consider that they've got problems. So, who's running this world? It's not fucking that. Oh Jesus! Fucking hell! All these people thinking fucking Trump's going to come back. I mean. Let's say hello to some people. Hey, Alan McVicker, good evening. Kendo Taylor, hello, Kendo. Hello and good evening to all. Mr. Dot Dinny Apple, he says hello to everybody. Fucanel, says JJ. I don't know who JJ is. Dinny Carr. Well, if it's your first time, JJ, then don't forget to subscribe and like Apple Charlotte. Good evening to you. Apple Charlotte, I know you were one of the people that were really wanting England to get beat, but never mind. We expected from the sweaty socks and the sheep shaggers. So let's, oh, you've offended me now. Am I going to get offended? Am I going to get, I'm offended now. You can't call us sheep shaggers. Okay. Trump's coming from Trumpton. Yes. Pew, Barney McGrew, chocolate dibble grub, I think. Absatucci. Don't know what that means. Chase, Simru. Do you know, Lion Share. I know that means something Wales. So, but I don't know what restaurant. I don't know what restaurant it were. Anyway, look, we're getting it. Look, I'm not fucking bothered. It didn't bother me. I sat there, and when they lost, I still sat there and had my drink. And Lion's Share comes from Wales. Good evening, Lion's Share. You know, I love Wales. Wales, first place I worked, Tim Hour in Towyn, near Abergele in North Wales, and I actually loved it. In fact, I went down and covered for a friend who were down at what were it called? Anyway, we're in West Wales. We're really quite far down before. Anyway, it were down there. I worked there, and I love Wales. I love Wales. I've been to Scotland. I played at Kilmarnock one night. Went into Glasgow and got beat the fuck up. So that was last time I went to fucking Glasgow. Used to holiday in Llandudno as a kid. See, these are things that we've got to hold on to, because we're never going to have these back unless we take them back. But the people that are able to take them back and are willing to take them back are getting older and older, and the people younger and younger are more and more stuck in this. They think it's cool. They think it's some sort of Thank you, love. Yeah, they think it's some sort of game. It's all cool and everything, and they're getting their fucking apps on the phones and all this sort of shit, so that they can get into to watch fucking the kids watch these days. Little Mix or something like that. Little Mix, they're still a thing, aren't they? She just flushing bog. We just flushing bog, love.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just saying, Little Mix is still a thing, aren't they?
What?
God almighty. Are you deaf?
Yeah.
Little Mix.
What?
They're still a thing, aren't they?
I think so, yeah.
There you go. That's what they're going to go and watch, Little Mix. Look at all these memories here. This is the best stuff. People having the memories of the old days when he used to go on holiday with a kid. Ruth Maddock, yep, great Welsh woman. There ain't nobody else Welsh, is there, apart from Gareth Bale. And they got that weather woman and all. Kendo Taylor says he's from the Slag Heaps, Nottingham. Good old Nottingham Forest. Oh dear. Little Mix, isn't that racist? Yeah, it could be, couldn't it, against Irish? Did you hear about the Undermilk Wood in the 70s? No, I never did. Little mixed genders. Yeah, mixed genders. Anyway, let me tell you about, I was on Twitter, and like I said, I don't go on Twitter very often. And I were having a fucking thought about, and I didn't know. I were having there's a woman called Michelle Owen, and she's a reporter for Sky Sports, and she posts this picture of herself with the dog and a kid. Right now, she's only posted this picture because she's got a fucking 6-pack. That's all she's posted it for. So anyway, this kid looked like it had got like a piece of string hanging on for it that she rode in, or a piece of fucking whatever. So I put, you got a lead on your kid, really, and that were it. No else. That was the post. Fuck me, did fucking Twitter have a go at me? Jesus Christ, I was fucking looking and I've got like hundreds of notifications and they were all fucking like having a go and calling me fucking names, and they were fucking funny as fuck. And I replied to a few like saying, look, calm down. Stop being fucking offended on other people's behalves. You know, calm the fuck down. What's this got to do with you? Oh, yes, well, you can't say that. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I noticed today that it had hit the mainstream fucking media. Now, remember what I told you I said, and I can, if you're on this, Spanish Chicken can show this, right? Can attest to this. But all I wrote was that you've got your kid on a lead, ? Really? ? Right? So let's share a screen, shall we? We'll share a screen and we'll share a window and we'll share this one. Right, here we go. Look at these. Sky Sports reporter hits back at trolls after being brutally mum-shamed, but can you spot why? Here we go, Daily Mail. Sky Sports presenter Michelle Owen reveals people accused her of keeping her toddler son on the lead. Sports reporter hits back at trolls. One thing I said, fucking trolls. TV, but this is how fucking desperate they are for news. They just, it's just fucking, it's just ridiculous. Let's have a read. Let's Son, I think that's where it came from. So what I'm going to do, see, right, so you can see it's Michelle. I always think she does a decent job when she's reporting, and that's what, you know, if we're going to have women in men's game, then that's what, describing what they're seeing is what I agree that they should be doing, not giving fucking, you know, punditry on how to play and what formations and all that, because they've never played a men's game, right? But this is Michelle. She's never played football, but she's obviously posted this photo here for her abs. Now, her abs are great, but I saw this and I thought, oh, she's got a kid on the lead. Anyway, Sky Sports hit back at trolls. She's not hit back at me. She's not hit back at me at all. After posing a picture with a 21-month-old son on the beach. There you go. That's the thing. All right, so it's not right, but then she starts defending people that do it. There we go. Look at this. But one of her followers took to Twitter to make an inaccurate accusation, writing, "Child on a lead ? Really ? I mean, it's a joke. The Sky Sports star then pointed out a lot of parents use harnesses to stop their little ones wandering off. She wrote, "My non-furry son is not on a leash." But so what if he was? Sometimes people put toddler. You know, I just said it as everybody knows me. I just said it as just some sort of fucking, joke, messing about. So there you go. Stop sharing that. Let's get back to here. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. I mean, I got completely fucking twittered. If Twitter would have, it were like my face were like a. It was as if my face were like a fucking plasterer's radio. That's all they did. They just come after you and after you. You know, I can deal with it. I'm not bothered. I couldn't give a fuck. But you know, someone else might not be able to. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. It's crazy. We've not even spoke about Corona, have we? Apple Charlotte says they're all snowflake SJW wankers on Twitter. Yeah, I understand. I completely agree with you there. I knew what we're gonna. I know. Well, I actually didn't because I thought it was such a just like a throwaway comment that was just meant to be. If anyone found it funny, then good. If anyone found it offensive, then fuck them. That's all I can say. Anyway, so what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to fucking ring up the because I only found out it was in papers and that today. When I saw it, something popped up on something. Yeah, so I thought that it would no, and then everybody's just watch Alex Belfield's video on it, Jason. That's how I found out. I watched Alex Belfield's video on it. I can't really remember what it were, what sort of, but it was stupid. It was a stupid incident. It would know. Anyway, so I'm going to ring up the Sun news desk tomorrow, and I'm going to give him some grief because I know a lot about Sun, strangely enough. So I'm going to say to him, I'm going to say, you either print a fucking apology or you're going to fucking wish you still had Tom Crone on your fucking books because you're not getting out of this. You've called me a troll with absolutely no fucking... It's easy for somebody to find out who I am. Easy. And I'm vulnerable. I'm disabled. So what are you fucking going to do about it? Because now, what you've done is put me in fucking danger. I'll tell you what, them cunts are having it. I'm telling you tomorrow. I'll record it for you. I know how to deal with him. I've dealt with him before. And I didn't know how to deal with him then. Never asked for a shower in Germany. History shows that. Well, at least we're pleasing JJ and hopefully Welsh Dave. I can't see what them emojis are. Paul, had you boss designed their uniforms? Whose uniforms? Oh, right, okay. You will get kneecap, Jason. Yeah, knee, not knees. We'll get knees capped. It is pure. I mean, there you go. Play the victim card. It always works. Thank you, Jeff. Well, if they're going to do it, I'm going to do it. I have got one leg. If somebody decided they were going to take, if somebody got an obsession with this Michelle Owen, and they decided that they were going to find out who I were. I mean, it says my name at top when it, at Beckham cover up, but it says my name. It won't be hard to find me. So I think they've put me in some danger. So, and I'm vulnerable. So why don't you put that in your fucking pipe and smoke it? And your fucking rag of a newspaper is worth nothing, according to your fucking the bloke that owns you. He says you're worth no. Hang on. Oh, sorry about that. I have to be. I have to let it go now these days. I've had a few. It doesn't matter. He has a spaz chariot. They'll send the brain police around, Jason. I read that fucking got brain. Fucking brain. That's another thing, in it, police. Fucking stupid, aren't they? If only you were black and gay, you'd be on a right earner, Jace. Flop. Oh, sorry, Paula. Can you taste it? And Thomas can smell it. Sorry about that, guys. Look, It does smell nice. It does to me anyway. And you can't keep them in, can you? I could have. Yeah, Beckham has a telescope. He frequently looks up Uranus. Yeah. I mean, the coppers are thick, right? So what they're going to do is they're going to follow orders until they're told to kill themselves. Drink the fucking Kool-Aid. You know, you've killed your fucking family, or one of your fucking colleagues has, but we're not going to tell you who that is. So you might as well top your sense. Well, Stave has been smelling pasta bake all day. Nice one. I don't like pasta bake, actually. Regina, hello. I am good, thank you. England lost, all is well. Thanks, Apple. Didn't lose till fucking final, though, did we? We didn't fucking fall out of competition in fucking thingy stages where 3 people out of group went through. 3 people out of 4, and fucking Scotland couldn't even manage that. So don't even fucking start on that. If you look up Jason's stories that Uranus quit, will be made clearer. Okay. Apple Charlotte was going to make a pasta bake on Sunday. Sorry, I was just looking at my thing. I can just about write now, but my fucking pen's not working. None of my pens are fucking working. I've got one in here, I think. That'll not work. That's not going to work. Oh, anyway, so I've got little things written down. So I've got co-op advert. These are just like cues. Co-op advert, done that, haven't we? Twitter wankers. We could do that all night. I mean, everybody on Twitter who's got an opinion is a wanker. Oh, yeah, what did I say? I put up, because I thought I'll start fucking winding people up. So I put that fucking Taking Knee really showed them racialists. Oh, fucking hell. That as well, on TV today, lotteries. Everything's got a fucking lottery. There's a fucking diabetes lottery. There's the postcode lottery. There's the fucking PDSA lottery. There's the Dogs Trust lottery. All these fucking lotteries, which are just fucking money grabbing fucking schemes. I've got a bit of a soft spot for animals, but I know how these charities work. Been hearing about Rashford. What did he do? He came on in last minute to take a penalty. And he did all that fucking thing, you know, that what's his Pogba did. You know, where his fucking knees are going up and he's sort of like taking great small steps and then runs up. I mean, their goal, they were fucking massive. Somebody should have took him out. Someone should have took him out before. That's what Italians would have done. Blind people self-diagnosed autistic, they don't understand they can call themselves autistic without a professional diagnosis. Don't know. Yeah, watch his pen. It's fucking crap. It's fucking crap. Right, I'm going to see if anybody wants to have a chat. So there you go. If you can get in. If you want to come on and have a quick chat, we can talk about some stuff. We can talk about what's been going on. I mean, COVID's been fucking stupid, isn't it? You can get it off your fucking eiderdown now, can't you, or something like that? You can get it off dead people's shoes. You know, we've got the Euros fucking variant, no doubt. That'll be coming along soon because everybody's everybody's been to Euros. It was full, weren't it? You see everyone piling in as well. And final, what the fuck did they expect were going to happen? If you told people it's sold out and that's it, and people didn't know that they were like, 20,000 spare seats, they wouldn't have done it. But no, they have to. They do it on purpose. It's done on purpose. It's strange. Just one Cornetto, give it to me, you greedy bastard. You just ate 3. Well, when I were a kid, that was just one Cornetto, give it to me. Not fucking likely, they're 60p. So both Talk Sport, Alan Brazil, and BBC Vampire Andrew Moore got COVID after being double jabbed. It's all the same. You can't tell any. You tell people, and they still do it. Did you see Click from Sky Sports having a sniff live on TV? Blinding. I didn't see that one. No. Click from Sky Sports. I don't know who he is. I found a brand new pair of sunglasses. Well done to Tony. He's got Eubank's son. Yeah, he's died as well, hasn't he? He was 28. I think they found him in a pool though, dead in the pool. I think he was Barrymore. I think that's what they call it. And also, who else has fucking died this one? I don't think it's out to nefarious, but Paul Mariner, the footballer, died as well, which were quite a shock. I'd never, but I tell you what, I'm having a look to see if anybody had Peter Kay in fucking death sweep. It's amazing. These are all still alive. See, we would have had a winner if Super Leads had stuck with Prince Philip. Yeah. So, yeah, I think if you'd have had Peter Kay in the death sweep, then you might be on a winner soon. Someone's saying, "Where's Watson?" I don't know. Where are you, Watson? I think he's in bed with his mum. I don't know. Paul Mariner. Oh, see him play for Ipswich Town. Yeah, that's right. I thought because I did. Alan Brazil played with him, didn't he? And I just wanted to have a listen to see what he got to say. But I mean, what he got to say is just going to be the same thing. And he was a great bloke, and everyone's always fucking awesome when they're dead, aren't they? I mean, everyone gets a halo when they're dead, don't they? It don't matter. I mean, no cunts ever die. No cunts ever. Apart Prince Philip. All right, we get one every now and again. But nobody who's a wanker ever dies. Nobody goes, oh, a right fucking wanker. Glad he's fucking gone. Was Eubank's son a boxer, like his dad? I don't think so. I think it was his other son that's a boxer, innit? Not that one. So it was his other son that were a boxer. That's a boxer, I think, anyway. Because when I saw his name, I thought, well, that's not the boxer. The boxer type. I found like Richie Allen. Come on, you're on the best show in the fucking world. Get in your fucking seats. Get in your fucking stalls and get listening to me, the best Irish journalist there's been since Irish journalism began. Can James Corden do the decent thing, please? Yeah, we've seen his James Corden, his advert, that fucking, he's on that WW advert, Weight Watchers. Obviously he's a fucking obviously is. Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to rip through here. No, nobody had John O'Coleman as well. Where's Leeds? Don't know. I'm trying to get in touch with him all the time and I can't. He'll be in touch when he's ready, I suppose. I've been ringing him, I can't get hold of him. So, hoping he's alright. Did he? Richie Allen, best in the world. Fucking love him. We all love him. Yeah, two female West Indies cricket players apparently dead after having the jab. Yeah, they died on field, didn't they? They collapsed on field. They'd had the jab, they had the double jab, and they both collapsed on field. And I didn't know they died. But if they have, then it's really sad. But there's a lot of. I mean, when you think of Christian Eriksen, he just had his jab on 31st of May. So there's at least a case for having a look into it. But they're not going to, are they? What are they going to do? They're going to say, oh, by the way, this is all fucking. Ooh. Yeah, John McCafferty. What beans was he going to spill? We wonder. But apparently he'd said that there were going to be, I think there was so many terabytes of information that were going to be released upon his death that were in some place. So they've obviously found out where that is and then fucking stopped it and killed him. Because that's what they do. And he were in a Spanish prison as well, weren't he? So they always die in prison, innit? 35 terabytes of info, sorry. Who offed him? I don't know. The Spanish, I'd say. Let's say the Spanish offed him. With a little bit of help from their friends. Oh, we're gonna die with a little help from my friends. Oh, I wanna get by with a little help from my friends. That condo collapse, that's a very interesting one because Florida as a whole didn't do any social distancing or mask wearing. And then a building collapses in Miami. Well, you see, you just don't know, do you? What can you do? You can't trust anything anymore. Even if you see it yourself, you can't trust it. You can't trust it anymore. Cunts. Fucking my world up, my fucking daughter's world. I'm gonna fucking have these cunts. Fucking breakfast. Fucking rock hard from Yorkshire. We don't need all those fucking legs. Assange should pull his dead man's handle. They all should. Anybody who's got any information, it should be leaked. But how many times over the years have we heard this? And then it's just not arrived, it's not got here. Chapel Charlotte says London's flooded. I did see a video of that. I think they can't remember where they were at, But anyway, it's a tube station in London, and it were pretty deep. Yeah, London's flooded. There's fires everywhere. The whole world's going to hell in a handbasket. It's great. I agree with you, Apple Charlotte. Still waiting, but Ron Malcolm says he's still waiting on Epstein's dead man's handle. Exactly. They get rid of him as long as they've got rid of him. Same as Q bollocks. Someone's put, yeah, Spanish chicken. It's cute. This Q button. Do you know there are people who I used to respect? I don't respect anymore, but who I used to respect, who still think that fucking Q and Trump are going to come Trump's going to come riding in with Putin, bare-chested, on the horses, fucking on the white steeds. Whoa. Oh, and he's going to jump off and he's going to go, get out of town, Sleepy Joe. You can just see that happening, can't you? And fucking Joe Biden running off and leaving that woman to deal with it. What's her name? Harris. That's his thing. That's what there are people. Luke Collins still thinks that's going to happen. Luke Collins, who does this this radio show. Luke Collins, by the way, who when I was speaking to her one time, said Pacific rather than specific. At which point I lost all respect for her, because I thought, why? It's such an easy thing to. Someone should have said it to her before. Someone should have said it to her years ago. It's not Pacific. It's specific. Unless you're talking about a big fucking body of water. Sean Amos says Mark Devlin has turned into a New Age priest. Selling global meditation. Is he selling it? I mean, what's he doing? I mean, if it's free, it don't matter, does it? It don't fucking matter. If it's free, if he is selling it, then Mark Devlin's all right. I think what's with Mark, I think the thing with Mark Devlin is that he still thinks that it's possible for a peaceful end to this through that sort of thing, meditation, and that's what he thinks. And he may be right, I don't know, but I don't think it is. I think, as Mussolini put it, blood alone moves the wheels of history. And I believe that. Lou needs a good shag. I'll leave that to you, Dinny, next time you're over. Loving, not living. Pushing it as a resistance. It's not a resistance. It's just a load of fucking idiots on the internet. It's just a load of idiots on the internet that thought, what can we do now? I mean, how long is it? January? And what are we on now? 7. So he were elected out in November, around about this point in November. So that's 7 months and then 2. So that's 9 months. Where is he? What's he doing? What's he letting? Is he letting fucking Sleepy Joe just go all fucking mad all in his house for a bit? Ooh, he'll get there and fucking the big crayon drawings on the wall. Look, I'd love to see Trump come back. I'd fucking love to see it. At least it'd be exciting. I'm not a fucking Trump fan, but Biden, Jesus Christ. It's about fucking... It's about as exciting as fucking masturbating your grandmother. Sorry. My next voice was supposed to be so avert. Ron Malcolm, that posts are too high these days. I mean, how high do they need to be? they only need to be high enough so that you can get like an old bike tire and throw it over, and then so it lands, and then nobody can get it off because you can't chuck it up because it won't work that way. Because see, I always knew this stuff. If there were a pair of shoes hanging off a fucking eye wire, off to phone wires, anywhere near where I lived, it were me, it were my work. Everyone used to love me for my work. They'd say, "Oh my God," it said, "Them fucking sensible school shoes that are just that road, that are just hanging over. They're hanging over one's at one angle and one's at other angle, and that's great." The problem is these days. We're going to try and do this. I was going to try and do this, but I thought, well, I can't really because I've only got one shoe, and so I can't tie it to all. So when you get the backy ass for boneless, yeah, fucking ought to, I've got a bit of a cough. It only comes on when I smoke now. I have a joint, and it makes me cough. So it's not like it's a. I ain't gonna, if I cough when I'm in fucking doctors, which I went to doctors last week actually. Boing, went out of the house. Anyway, let's have a look. Let me have a look at one of these. Sky Sports presenter Michelle Owen. Oh, I'm sorry, I upset you, Michelle. I can't believe we made all fucking papers, stupid fucking cunts. Well, obviously, no to fucking do, no to report. What am I looking for? Well, I'm hoping that I'll get somebody to come on for a chat. Anybody who's he's on GB News. Did Jason talk about the soccer already? I did. I'll put it in a sentence. Caution caught up with fucking Gareth Southgate and kicked his arse. I am watering garden between listening. We'll download later. You're my bedtime listener. Thank you, Regina. And it's always good to have our trans community listening to us. Paul Cotty, good evening. Oh, fucking hell, Cotty. Phone in, man. I'm here on my own. I did it because they're worth it. Everyone's worth it. All listeners are worth it. Well, some of them are. On penalties. Calling Paul. Hi, Paul. Spanish chicken. Good evening. Oh, it's been an hour in 10 seconds. I ain't trans. I know you're not. I was just being funny. Sorry, don't get it in papers, please. Jason, I'm on an old laptop, no mic. Oh, there you go then. Sorry. That's no problem, Paul. Dave Ryan, and you know what I think I'm going to do is when we get to an hour, probably go on a little bit longer and then get a cut because I've got like a sharp tooth that's going at my tongue. I've had it, and it's rubbing against my tongue and it's making it a bit sore. And I've got this fucking coughing thing. But I'll stick with you for now. I'll stick with you for now, because that's what a proper journalist, a real journalist would do. You, Thomas. Good evening, Thomas. Missing. Good word. Still can't watch that show with Sanders. All his voodoo dark NLP. He does. So listen, saying man, it's your thing, man. If it's up to you, if you don't want to listen, you don't listen. It's fine. Honestly, I don't take any I don't take any offence at that. I'd probably not listen myself. If I were. Well, I would, but listening to me is a bit of a fucking nightmare, isn't it? As soon as they said Italy had not lost the last 33 games, I had to put £200 on them to win. I got £400 back. Good on you. 33 games, yeah. They went in 33 games unbeaten. So you must have given them, done it for, penalties, because otherwise you wouldn't have got paid out. Regina, I'm half Italian, so maybe not likable. Gran was called Regina, which means Queenie in English. Listen, anybody's welcome here. We're not bothered about Italians. The Italians are the Italian people. It's them fucking players. That's what I don't like. I don't like the way they play football. But it's nothing to do with Italian people. I don't know any Italian people actually. In fact, I used to go out with a lass called fucking Bianca Faggiola, and she weren't even Italian. That was fucking years ago when I was about 20. So I've been out with Italian sounding birds, and she was good to lads. That's so I found out. So it's all good. It's all good where it were from where she was sitting. Gareth Southgate tried to pass the missed penalty curse onto Saka, but Southgate is still the miss king to me. Well, I don't get why we didn't put these players on earlier and get them perhaps the last 15 minutes, half time in extra time. I don't know why we didn't put them on then. Unless if you could do all, and then they're not actually just going on for a penalty, which everybody knew they were just going on for penalties because they were 119 minutes and 6 seconds, I think, when I saw it, and they were still at sidelines. So I don't think they weren't going on to play. Obviously, they were going on to take a penalty, which increases the pressure. They're only young lads, these. I mean, they're only fucking. Just think about if you're a parent like me. Just think about. I think about my 23-year-old and how much fucking pressure would be on her to if you're doing something like that. And you can't blame them. You can't blame them. You can blame manager. That's who the book stops with. Blame the fucking manager. It was his fault. We've never fucking beat anybody. We've been into fucking 2 tournaments. We got the semi-final and final. So everyone's fucking going, yeah, well, we're doing great. We're doing fucking great. First of all, we didn't beat anybody in World Cup. I watched World Cup in the hospital. I had my leg amputated, so I watched most of the World Cup in hospital. I watched semi-final anyway. And they just They didn't beat anybody. There were nobody to beat. And as soon as they come up to anybody that had something about them, had a player, because that's what that were. Oh, sorry, I'm talking about 2018, aren't I? That's as soon as they come up against anybody, they're gone. They're no good. They've got no plan B. It's the same. They played the same fucking tactics all through all the games. Right until the fucking moment. If we'd have fucking carried on the way we'd started, get it that. No, it's all calm down. That fucking Southgate. Exactly, we couldn't beat Scotland. We couldn't beat Scotland, and no disrespect to Scotland, but Scotland are a side we should be beating. You know, we should be beating most of these teams, these sides. But we just don't get there. We ain't got mentality, and we stick with something that works for a bit. But when you get up against anybody, it don't work at all. It don't work anymore. Southgate, go. 2016. Look, this year, it was the year of the fucking dirty cheating bastards, dirty cheating slimy bastards, to win. That was this year's. Back in 2016, and this is what gets me as well. Wales, they didn't beat anybody. Oh, sorry, they did. They beat Belgium, didn't they, in 2016? Sorry, yeah, they did. They beat Belgium. If I remember rightly, it were Robson Canu. Yeah, Robson Canu. Yeah, Robson Canu scored. But they were pretty much a one-man team, and that's what 2016 was. It were a one-man team competition. So a one-man team Wales, they got the semi-final because they are a one-man team. Everyone else is championship players and things like that. Odd, you know, Aaron Ramsey and a few others that play in Premier League. Well, Aaron Ramsey don't play in Premier League, does he? He played in Italy last year and won title. But that year, it was so we got Wales getting to the semi-final, one-man team, and then we got Portugal winning it, one-man team. That's that, you know, it's this year. It was just it was an excellent tournament. There were some fucking great games, like that day when they were 5-3 in one game and 3-3 in other. And these just fucking, you know, it were a great tournament, and I really enjoyed it. I just, you know that you know what's going to happen. You know it's there, and you know in back of your mind that it's always going to be there. It's always going to be there. We're never going to fucking do all. We're never going to win all. We bottle it at last minute. We bottle everything. So, you know, why we're not going to win it? They come up against Italy, fucking Italy, the most defensive, boring, shitty fucking team in the world. All you've got to do is fucking give them some grief. Give them some but kick a few up in fucking air. They'll soon be fucking rolling all over. They were rolling over like fucking... Oh, dear. Fucking idiots. Anyway... Yeah, so we've done a bit of football tonight, haven't we? I don't know what you're talking about in... if dictators had football teams, what dictator through all of known history would win? Well, that'd be it, though, wouldn't it? Oh, can't we? No. Fucking Thatcher. Genghis Khan, yeah. From all, what's his face? What's that other one? That one in China that killed fucking millions. Oi! Oh, thought it were me. Have you let him out?
No?
Oh, I just heard him going, "Arr," I thought you were in bed.
I know.
Ah, there you go. Mao, that's the one, the Chinese one. Mao, Chairman Mao. But there's been some cunts over the years. I am Swiss Italian half and would have liked the Swiss to do a bit better. Not winning, but they never will because it is a setup. I know somebody who's got that, who's had that conspiracy theory for a number of years. And it's not the one laughing behind, well. At least VAR didn't ruin the final like in the World Cup. I didn't watch World Cup final, to be honest. But no, VAR were pretty, what's the word? See, she does something and it's knocks a word out of my brain. She just shut the word. And now fucking words come out of my brain. Where's that behind you, Jason? That's Newcastle. That was the first socially distanced gig. As you can see, there were a band on stage. But that was the first socially distanced gig in Newcastle. I think it was sometime right early this year, or it might have been last year. What's a World Cup final? We've been in one, Tony. In fact, we fucking won one once. I'm told. Southgate originally picked a 33-man squad. I noticed that. What's his face? What's he? Oh, sorry, I'm rubbing my nipple. I don't know why. It's just got an itch. Now I know why. That what's his face? That MI5 bloke, Shayla. I don't think he don't call himself Dolores anymore, but let me see if I can find it. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not putting fucking Facebook on. It just fucks everything up. But he put something, words to the effect of. No, love? What for? Okay, thank you. We can hear you anyway. Chris Partridge, I suspect Christine Eriksen did not actually have a heart attack. Suspect it was done for the drama. And I don't think it was, because I was watching live at the time, and the BBC didn't. Well, whoever was the TV company that were providing the pictures were providing pictures, and when they put him on his side, I saw his face and I saw his eyes. And I said to my missus, I said, he's dead. So I don't think it. I don't think it were. I don't think it was done for the drama. A bit fucking dramatic, isn't it? If they were, but no, I don't think that we're done for drama. I only because I saw the bloke and I thought he's fucking dead. There's no way he's coming back. The next England team will be called the All Blacks. Well, that getting down on your knee, it didn't really work, did it? you know, we're going to beat racism. You're not going to beat racism. Best way to beat racism is ignore it. Ignore it. That's the only way you're going to get rid of it. Ignore it. Some people are going to be cunts, no matter what you tell them, no matter what you do, how much you educate them, they're going to be cunts. So just ignore them. Give them that message. Oh, look at this. The curtain. MFI are recruiting if you like it rough. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying, weren't it? Yeah, Shayla had said that he'd spoken to God, and God had said that he couldn't allow such an evil country as England to win the Euros. He spoke to God as the game was going on, obviously, because that's what you do when you're MI5. And then you do get up to all that fucking shenanigans, and nobody knows what you're really up to. No, of course not. But yeah, he said they were talking to God at the time, and God said that, and he couldn't allow an evil country like England to that had done such evil things to get to win the the Euros. So there you go. You got it straight from the horse's mouth, from God. It was God that decided to. Because I mean, everyone in Italy, Italy's a fucking right place, isn't it? They don't do anything, you know. God supports Celtic. When footballers get paid hundreds of thousands a week, it makes me wonder what they actually agreed to for that money. Playing football, I think. Knee dropping and masking are Masonic rituals too. Yeah, I'm not religious, but I would prefer to bend to a god than to this mess. I agree with you as well, Regina. Completely. So does wee baby Jesus. Okay. What do MI5 pay? No idea. Ferraris. You'll find me driving a Ferrari. Football is controlled by Masons. All sport is controlled by Masons. I've said this before. I've had this theory for time immemorial, that football is a reflection on society, and society is a reflection on football. There's the people right at the very top who've got everything, and then there's the people right at the very bottom that have got nothing. And the people at the very bottom that have got nothing are being fucked, and the ones that have got everything are having what they do made legal. I mean, they spend all this fucking money. You know, my team we got relegated last year, not for footballing reasons, because some money thing that were put in place, not to not for clubs like ours, but for clubs like Man City, so that they couldn't just get away with paying £500,000 for Neymar and blah blah blah. Man, it doesn't do you any good anyway. I mean, look at Belgium; they had fucking De Bruyne. I know he went off in last game, I think, but De Bruyne is one of the best fucking players. It looks shit. Harry Kane, one of the best strikers in world. Looks shit. I prefer Gladiators, to be honest. Not the show. I bet you do mean the show, don't you? Apple Charlotte ready. Yeah, everyone going cheer. Ron Malcolm ready. 3, 2, one. Sweep. Oh, yeah. I used to fucking find it hilarious when I used to catch my mum and dad watching that. You know. Sean Hamer, it was funny when the Leicester snooker players' manager got caught doing a Freemasonic gesture after both his players just played 33 frames a few months back. Sean Murphy was the other. Now, Sean Murphy's supposed to be a god botherer. He's from Rotherham. He's from Rotherham, so I don't know if he'd get caught looking out like that, but he's supposed to be a god botherer anyway. Mind the Wolf character, my ma used to fancy him. There were fucking some right idiots on there, weren't they? Fucking Hunter and fucking Spatula and fucking Titwank. Titwank, ready! Contestant, ready! I wonder what he's doing now. Is he dead or what? Him, that fucking old bloke who used to wear like black and white stripe thing, didn't it? Yeah. Oh, your mum, right? Okay. Your mum used to fancy. Oh, see, we're reflecting back on old days. So you'd sit and watch Gladiators, wouldn't you? And then you'd go out for a few drinks. You know, because you could afford it then, and there were pubs open, you could have a fag in them. Not that that's what everybody went for, but you could sit down, and if you wanted, you could have a fag. That's what public houses were supposed to be for. And then they just decided to destroy them. And this has completely destroyed them. I reckon, Apple Charlotte, I reckon you'd probably be all right on Gladiators on that thing. It's like a... And then he gets overside, and you fucking go down, whatever. You jump over stuff, you duck under something, you jump over something else, you duck under, and then you go up that thing, that fucking escalator that's going the wrong way. I bet that's how they fucking trained, you know. They went wrong way up escalators. I bet there were people all over the country going up down escalators. You know what I mean? Going up the down one. And then when somebody said something to them, they'd say, "Well, I'm actually, I am going on Gladiators." Brilliant. It's a bit same, wasn't it, with this behind me? If that were Gladiators audience. My mum fancied John Wynne. Who's John Wynne? Stanley Matthews, proper footballer, worked a 40-hour job, footy on the weekends, yeah? Back then it was like that, weren't it? They'd have a job and then they'd get on bus with fans to ground on weekend and then play. And then, oh God, I read a book about called The Greatest Footballer You Never Heard. And it was about a guy called Robin Friday, who played for Reading, third division player, played for Reading, and apparently was so fucking good. He just did things that other people couldn't do. He'd be in corner and he'd get past somebody by doing a 1-2 with corner flag. Up there, really brilliant book if you get it. I think it was written by someone by Giggsy out of Oasis. I think he was part of writing it. I think it's The Greatest Footballer You Never Heard of, or something like that. But it's a good book. It's clippings clippings from newspapers, so scores, and then remember the old newspapers, and they'd have like that score at top, and then a little paragraph or two on game and what have you, and it's just a book of them. It's really, really good. Sorry, Marion was an uphill gardener. Really, Marion Morrison are we talking about? The hell we are. Yul Brynner. Yul Brynner, yeah. He hung on for a while, didn't he? He like lived till about 80 or 90. When England won the World Cup, Harold Wilson had devalued the pound. Distraction? Question mark. Have you got COVID? Question mark. Might you have COVID? Question mark. Do you have symptoms? Question mark. Fucking hell. Yul Brynner and Peter Falk, yeah, Peter Falk. He only had one eye, didn't he? Oh, Peter Falk, like him. I like watching Columbo sometimes. Randolph Scott and Rock Hudson, yeah, both Chutney Ferrets. The UK is going to turn into Westworld by 2025. I don't know. Anyway, I am going to give it. I've done an hour and a half, and I've got this thing in my mouth that's just fucking hurting. So I'll be back on Friday for After Dark. Normal service is going to resume Tuesdays and Fridays. I'm going to get guests on, but I'm only going to get good guests on. I hope you enjoyed Neil Sanders. If you didn't, then sorry. Spanish Chicky says, Jace, my wife loves your program, lol. Thank you very much, Spanish Chicky's wife. Mrs. Spanish Chicken. Mrs. Hen. Spanish Hen. Those hydra. Oh, fucking hell. Cheers, Chris. It's really nice. It is nice to be back. I'm sorry I haven't been doing it. I didn't feel well before that, but I've given myself a long time now. I've watched a lot of football, and I've been able to sort of recuperate a little bit and make myself feel a little better. And look, I've done a show and I've an hour and a half, and that's what top of class is. That's all I've drunk out of that, and that weren't full. So I've cut down on all that stuff. And I do myself 2 joints and only need one. I don't even need one. Fucking half. Where the fuck is Webby? I don't know. Don't know, man. Do not know, man. I've got lots of people asking me different things about that. Blah 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 blah. I was gonna say, yeah, get John Irwin back on. I'd love to get John Irwin back on. Is he still about? Is he still doing stuff? I'm gonna get John Hamer on. I'm gonna get in touch with him soon. I know he'll come on, so it should be okay. It's falsification. He's done falsification of history, and now he's done falsification of science as well. So that should be an interesting book. But his books are massive. So if you want to read him, like, you need to have diarrhea. Just for, not saying these books are shit, but like, so you've got enough time to read. Anyway, so I'm trying to get someone, but I don't want to get somebody on who I just, for God's sake, I don't want to get like we used to. We used to get like Luke Collins on and fucking who is there really now? There's nobody. I don't think that I really want to. That I really want to talk to. But I'm open to offers. So if anybody wants to come on, if anyone wants to come on, any of you good people, if you want to come on, just send me an email, jasonholmes98@aol.com. Send me an email and I will sort it out. We can have a chat on air and we'll get your point of view as well, because it's not just me. Wait, it is just me, but it has been just me, but it's not just me, it's your show as well. So I hate doing that. Oh, it's your show as well. Yes. This is your Richie Allen show. This is your Richie Allen show, coming to you all over the world. The biggest and the best. It's great. That was a great show with David Weiss. I have to have a look at that and see if I can get him back on. I just want bills of exchange. I just want to let folks know I haven't kidnapped Webby. Okay, well, he's probably kidnapped you at some point. Oh God! I'll tell you what, you're a lot of mental. I really, really enjoy reading what you put in chat room. It's always Martin Ledker. Oh, I had the other good flat Earth guy on, didn't I? I prefer that other flat Earth guy. That American role, because we were like, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it were easier to interview. It were easier to. All you had to do was just say something, and then it'd go on for ages. But that's not to put Martin Ledker down. I did enjoy the interview we did. And if he wants to come on show, he can come on show. I'm fine. Martin Ledker. David Weiss, of course, fucking David Weiss. Sorry, Spanish chicken. Yeah, David Weiss, of course. I'm fucking gone. I'm gone. I've just gone completely. I'm going downstairs. I'm going to smoke this joint, and I'm going to try and get me cool back. But I'll be back on Friday. I promise you. Friday night, probably about 9:30. It depends on my wife's sleeping arrangements. It may be a little bit earlier. Yeah. So give us a thumbs up if you're there. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs down if you've not. And if you want to comment at all, just put in comments why you've not liked it, why you've not enjoyed it, and we'll try and make it better for you, a better experience. But at least we don't say masks on, please, when you're entering the raconteur zone. Take care. See you on Friday.